Where are you going? Why are you walking around?
Trainees entering basic training face an atmosphere of stress and chaos. Recruits come in with different mindsets and different ways of handling tough situations.
Yes, Drill Sergeant! Yes, Drill Sergeant!
The Army is teaching soldiers resilience, abilities to overcome and succeed not only in combat, but their personal lives as well. As part of the comprehensive soldier fitness program, trainees are required to take an online survey regarding their well-being.
The Global Assessment Tool is a self-reporting survey that soldiers take as a baseline for their mental well-being. It captures their overall strengths, their overall well-being, where they stand not only in fitness, but in spiritual, emotional, family, and social well-being.
The 20-minute assessment is not a pass-fail test, but shows soldiers where they stand in different aspects of their life and follows on with self-improvement modules.
The results are confidential. Soldiers, as they start to take the GAT, will see an explanation of what the material is used for, and they'll see results, how they've done, what their 4 strengths are, or where they lie in those strengths areas. But command staff have no access to the results of the GAT for any soldier.
The GAT is required for all soldiers and assessed every 2 years, or when returning from deployment. The GAT is open to all DA civilians, retirees, and family members with a valid AKO account. Another out with the old and in with the new is Tactical Combat Casualty Care, replacing the good old Combat Lifesaver course. And the best thing about it, the phasing out of the dreadful IV stick.
Push it all the way in, all the way till you hit a click.
The elimination of the IV stick may bring different opinions, but the Army has gotten rid of it to focus on more crucial first aid skills, such as controlling heavy bleeding.
If you can control the bleeding before they get to medical treatment, their survivability rate increases dramatically.
You may still ask, why get rid of the IV? It's a big part of treating heat-related injury.
Ice sheets is what we use, where we throw them around the 5 points of the body, the hot spots, and we give them classes on, how to keep their body hydrated, how to keep it nourished so that those electrolytes stay in the body.
I was never a fan of that needle. Moving on to our last major change, hand-to-hand combat. The Army is doubling the amount of time spent on combatives, 22 hours to be exact. Trainees being taught combatives received pretty tough training, but the Army wants the requirements to be more intense and relevant for combat.
They just added in the aspect of, okay, can you defend yourself with combat gear on? It's a little bit harder to maneuver with elbow pads, knee pads, and 70 pounds of weight on your back and with a weapon in your hand. So they're just trying to teach soldiers how to defend themselves when they face a situation like that in combat.
As roughly 47,000 recruits train for our force at any given time, the changes in basic training will set them up for success as they overcome every obstacle with resilience, learn how to save lives on the battlefield, and defend themselves in hand-to-hand combat. I am Sergeant Sarah Tate, Fort Bennning TV.